And we're live, Vera.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely positive. Welcome back, Soul Tribe. And here we are for Day of the Dead that we're going to be talking all about
Yeah,
behind the veil. So,
behind the veil.
yeah, let's see who's joining us today, Vera.
Oh, let's see. The
Let's
hordes of
see.
people.
Yes, many hordes.
Many.
On this side, I believe it is Tat. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you are a genius.
Tack is joining us, but he's behind the veil.
That's
We're
right,
on
Tack.
his side. All right. So here we are, Vera, and this is going to be a very fun day
Yes.
because we're going to talk about the Day of the Dead. Yeah, including the dead
Yes.
on this side and on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun that we have our gorgeous Ofrenda here, as you can see with all our pictures. And we're going to delve into that today. Hello, Allie.
Well, there she
and
is.
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa too.
And all our friends that aren't commenting yet, but are here in spirit.
Yes.
All right. Literally.
Literally.
Okay. So
I feel like we're like right there.
we are. Okay, so just wanted to let everyone know if you are interested in talking to your loved ones on the other side, you can always ask Vera through Super Chat or go to our website because she has all her services there. You can have a reading or discover your past life as well as all the art here that I create, whether it's angels or goddesses and everything. You can find it on our Essie Loves You. Oh, yep. Thank you, Tat. There we go. Some of the angels that I painted based on Vera's descriptions when she goes over there and then comes back. Gives us all that really cool information. Hi, Stephanie. Very fun to have everyone here. All right. So, Day of Dead.
Yeah.
Vera?
Yes.
What would you like to share about the Day of the Dead?
Well, the Day of the Dead is about remembering your loved ones who are on the other side and to remember them. It's kind of like the celebrations like Coco. I don't know if you guys have seen that cute animated movie.
Whoa, whoops.
That was a ghost.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I did not know a lot about Day of the Dead until I watched that movie and I got more familiar with it. And I just love the
concept.
Yes, I do love the concept and the vibrant colors and what they do with the altar, their ofrendas.
Exactly. And apparently it's native to Mexico. So, I mean, it's beautiful colors. I just love that part of it.
No, me too.
And it means something, right?
Yes, I love how they have the candles all over the, to show
to light the way
for the souls when our loved ones are on the other side, because the whole concept is kind of like they come back to visit us and the candles light the way. And some of the elements that they have that you can see there on the ofrenda is there's fire, earth, water, and air. Exactly.
Yep.
So obviously fire is the candles lighting the way we just talked about. And the air element are the pretty things that they have draped across with
the little flags.
Exactly. It shows the air.
Yeah, just like that. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and then the water, they have like a little pitcher of water or a glass of water that is representing when our loved ones come to visit and they're thirsty on their journey. And the earth
and
element.
It's emotion.
Yeah.
Water is emotion.
So I like that more. Actually, I like that a lot more. The love and the connection that we feel. That's really cool. And then the earth element. Barry, you want to share about the earth element?
No, because I don't know.
Well, one of the things that they were saying about the earth element was that it's this, I forget the exact term, how they call it, but it's like this loaf of bread that has the fruits in it and it represents the earth. But I also think of your crystals and the rocks that we can put on there too. So I think it's special and representative of what we give to it. Like you just said with
it's a day of celebration. It's not to be sad.
Yes.
It's just to remember. The only thing that's different on Coco that personally I don't believe in, it doesn't mean that you do you, is that if we forget them, they disappear.
Right,
Yeah, and
right.
we know that's not true.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we believe it's not true. We
Yeah.
shouldn't say we know, we believe, yeah.
Yeah, and it's really neat too because the marigolds, the beautiful
Yeah,
vibrant
those are so
color and
pretty.
the scent is to represent that it guides our
The sweetness.
loved ones. It pulls them to us celebrating them basically. So it's like bringing their path to our little altar, our little friend, their offerings, as they
Yeah,
say.
it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is. So that was really fun to learn about that. And it's very special because
Because
we
my family never did that, so I didn't really know about it.
right,
Yeah, so it's
right.
interesting.
Yeah, and I love it. And one of the things that we learned about years ago was what we call picture boxes. It kind of reminds me of that, where it's like a picture box. It's kind of like a thing where you have your loved one's image. You can put candles there and or different things that would symbolize healing for them. This is about people that are in life,
Right.
but you can do it for your deceased loved ones too. But the whole idea is you're sending them this positive energy. You're praying for them, and that's kind of like you're sending them energy.
Right.
So this is really fun. I
Yeah.
love it because it really makes us think about our loved ones and honoring and celebrating their life. And that's what the sugar skull represents. It's showing, here's a nice little example here that we got from my brother. And yeah, this one has painted like cactus and coyote and so forth, but it represents the colorful life that we lead, and we're celebrating our loved one's life.
And it's the sweetness of life because it's a
Thank
sugar
you.
skull. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it's happy. It's not sad. And
Right.
that's perfect because it really goes into some of the questions that come in a lot about our loved ones because even though
Good ones too. Good questions.
yeah, because even though we might believe in heaven or the other side,
Right.
we still have that emotion. And sometimes when our loved ones pass on, we might feel guilt, let's say, if we laugh again or let's
Don't
say,
show grief.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We're moving into maybe like, let's say if our spouse passed away, and then it's like, we think we might want to meet somebody, but we don't want to meet somebody because we're afraid that we're not honoring their
Right.
memory or a child or what have you. And we're afraid to, dishonor them in that way. But that's one of the amazing things that we've learned. That
Yep.
you've had many readings with people that have lost loved ones.
Mhm.
And one of the main messages that they've had is, oh, Vera, how are you feeling?
Oh, just great.
Yes, that's true. We're so into what we're saying. I'm not reading.
Yeah.
Hi, Eric. Yeah.
Oh, new people came. Oh, Eric.
Yes. I know Tack is brilliant, isn't he? And we love him.
Yeah.
We love our Tack.
We do.
But yeah, so that's it raises some of the questions about our loved ones on the other side. And Vera, so one of the main messages that comes from our loved ones beyond the veil is when they want someone to be happy again in life. What is one of the main things that they've told you towards your clients?
Well, the clients, they are relieved because they want the best for them. They want them to live their life to the fullest. That's how they want to be honored, not to feel sad that they're not here. We are going to because we're human, but to know that that's not what they want. They want us to be happy. They want us to thrive. So, oh, neat. Yeah, so that's one of the main messages is it's hard to tell somebody that when they don't know the philosophy kind of thing like we do, but yeah, it's really comforting to know that, because sometimes people just take their whole life and they're sad their whole life because so and so died, or and it's huge. But the reason you're going through that grief is because that's what we started to do on the other side, to get our understanding of life and how to help people go through things. And it's easier to help people if you've gone through it yourself. So you know what kind of what people are going through
Yeah.
because everybody's different.
And sometimes, because sometimes too, when we lose them, when we get caught up in, oh, we got in a fight, or, oh, what if this isn't her wishes, or what have you. But on the other side, we're not focused on those types of things. We're
No.
just focused on the love.
That's it right there.
And we just want our loved one to be happy.
No fighting over plots.
Yeah, we don't care about all
that
that
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right, right.
And
Yeah.
it's really challenging a lot sometimes for parents because they feel like I've had one lady tell me that she wanted to do a regression, but her son was her son, no one else's.
Mhm.
And it's hard to fathom that they love and had different lifetime without you. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't believe that. And that's okay too. But it's that's not what they want. They want us to really, really be happy. And that's what they get joy from.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, thank you. And hi, Lynn. Yeah, and that's, that's
Lindsay?
another concern that
Mhm.
we've heard is, well, this was my child that I lost. And when we see each other on the other side, even if it's not a child, but is it going to be the same? Are we going to still are they going to, is it going to be the same bond and
That's going to
closeness?
be a big fat yes.
Yeah.
Because soul recognizes soul. Even though we've changed visages of the body, our soul is intact and we recognize the soul. We go to the other side, and this is what we've been told, especially from my clients, that we get to pick our visage on the other side that's our favorite. Sylvia said it before too, but people have said it, on during regressions. So, that's another thing that's a positive.
Exactly. And so that brings up another question is,
You guys have very good
I
questions.
know it. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
But that was another question was, how am I going to see that person if they had past lives? And so when you do see them, they can, like Vera, you just said, we can take on a visage of one of our lives, and we can take that form because
So you
we just want to, maybe, for that visitation.
Yeah.
That
Sometimes it's
visit.
just your favorite life. It doesn't mean anything. And even if you didn't have that lifetime together, like I said, soul recognizes soul.
Yeah,
It
and
has nothing to do with the outside.
it's just really special because when you do get together, it's just where you left off. Even if that person was a child at the time, on the other side, we're all the age of 30, but we're ancient souls,
Right.
that we've had many lifetimes. But even at that, even if that person was a child to you and you see them on the other side and they're grown up, it doesn't matter because the connection is still
there.
the same.
Yeah.
And you still feel it, you still have the same interaction.
Exactly.
And it's a beautiful thing, those happy memories. Even if we were a child, it doesn't matter.
Because sometimes I've seen things
special.
like people are just crying and they're in grief, and it's been maybe 3 or 4 years. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying that there's a time limit because that's up to individuals. But when your loved one is watching you and they're just going, I'm right here. I've not left you, kind of thing. So it's just the physical part that we miss, although we still have all that emotional, all that imprint, all that memory. So they never really go away.
And I love
unless you want them to.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah. But I think it's just really special because you honor them just by living your life, and they're with you. It's just amazing because even though this is a special celebration and holiday once a year that we really do something special to honor them, many of us know that every single day we honor our loved ones, every time we think of them. Exactly. Like you just said, they're right there with you when you think of them. They're right there with you. And that's incredible. Think of it like you're going through your day and you are daydreaming about your grandma, your sister, your whatever, right? But they're thinking about you too. So even though they're on the other side, they're with you in your thoughts.
And once we're on the other side, we can bilocate. We can go different places at the same time. So whenever people say, well, if I die and my loved one's already back in life, I'll never be able to speak to them again. And it's no. They'll come and visit you on the other side, or you go visit them in life. kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a very amazing understanding that we have, that it's, I mean, on the other side, there is no time. So it's not like when they're there, it's going to be years and years and
Right.
years. I mean, it goes by pretty fast. But for us on
Mhm.
this planet, we're time bound. So it feels like it's just taking forever until I get to see them again.
Yeah, yeah.
But what is so amazing is when we do come to realize that we do visit,
Mhm.
like Vera just said, at night during sleep time.
Mhm.
You can go and visit them on the other side. They can come and visit you. And that's pretty amazing. And so when you're going to bed at night, you can even begin visualizing going to
Yeah,
see them. And
exactly.
it's so comforting to know this. So yeah, it's very special understanding to realize that the veil is very thin. It's thinning. And Soul Tribe, what do you think? Do you think that we can thin the veil for our loved ones to come and visit or to get messages from them? I'd love to hear what you think.
Yeah.
How does the veil thin? Because that's one of the things about the Day of the Dead, that it's thin that night of the year, October 31st, right?
Mhm.
But is there ways that we can thin it, or our loved ones can thin it throughout the year? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Anna says, absolutely.
Mhm.
You're right. We can thin it. And Vera, do you want to share
About what story?
thinning it? Um, I love how it's like,
It's a spirituality too, and that's why it's just not us. Well, it's us together are thinning it. The more spiritual we become, the thinner the veil becomes. So it's we're doing our part, and then everybody else is adding to it, so then it gets thinner and thinner. So that's perfect. We don't have to thin it from the other side this way, because they already know how to do it.
I think that is incredible, because so many of us, whether it's, religion or different ways, the empowerment
Mhm.
has been programmed out of us. And to learn the concept that we can actually be involved in helping to thin the veil, that's incredible.
Exactly.
So I just think that's amazing. So I'm thinking of Angus, Vera's master teacher, and how he's all about empowerment. And that concept, when you had told us, and when Vera, Angus had told us about that, we can to do that with our
Mhm.
own power, is
Yeah.
incredible.
So a lot more people nowadays are really, into the spirituality, not so much the dogma.
Yes,
But whatever works for you is perfect.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
well said.
Yes. Because it's our belief system doesn't have to, we're not pouring it down your throats or, it's just what we're sharing, like how we believe.
Exactly.
And that's helped me, especially whenever you lose someone. And like I lost a friend in high school, and everybody that even didn't like her was crying and bawling, and because it's like a grief thing that people think that we have to go through. And she was the most lively, bubbly, and that's what she wanted for all of us. It was, and people kept saying, oh, she was cheated. Death cheated her. She was gone too soon. And that's not true. She was done. They get to leave whenever they're done with their chart. So it's like, hey, I finished. I'm out of here. Good luck, everybody. I'll be helping you on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's not that they were cheated. They charted that short life in our belief system. So that really helped me, in terms of people going and
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, that is incredible. How much, when we think about it, if we put ourselves in their shoes,
Yes.
we wouldn't want our loved ones to be miserable.
Mm-mm.
And because when we're miserable, when we're in grief, super bad, and we're extending it and extending it, it kind of shuts us down.
Yeah,
We're not as thriving as much in our life.
exactly.
We're not putting ourselves out there to, you know, um, follow our chart in different ways. I mean, we are always following our chart,
Yeah.
but it doesn't help us to,
We
it
come
helps
into
us.
life for a purpose.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
purpose for ourselves, our soul, for God, and for everybody else to learn from. And
Yes.
that's what we're here to do, to help each other perfect their chart.
Exactly. And so having that positivism
Mhm.
and looking at it, I mean, we all go through grief,
Of
but not
course.
staying in it and letting that light come in and go, you know what? I know they're with me. It helps. I know it's hard at first.
Yeah, oh
I could
God.
only
I
imagine.
don't even want to imagine.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
But yeah, it's so amazing to know
Yeah.
that we're going to be together again,
Yes,
even now.
always, 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 always.
Yes.
Is
Okay,
there anything
now
else?
Lisa's just saying, oh, yeah,
What?
those are some of our photos of our relatives.
Oh,
She was
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
she was looking.
My grandma and my mom and dad and Chrissy's grandma and her great grandma.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Tack's idea.
Yeah.
So cute.
Oh, there they are. So
Oh,
cute.
Nana, she's so cute.
I know.
But she hated taking her picture. She
Oh,
hated it.
really?
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
now that I'm more
You can tell my
familiar,
dad liked it.
yeah. Now that I'm more familiar with it, I kind of I want to do that now every year.
Yeah,
It's
I think
October
it's
30th and
nice. Yeah.
31st. It's when people start putting it up, right, Vera?
I believe so.
And then it goes through till November 2nd to
Yeah.
his last day.
The
I
celebration.
love it.
And on the other
Yeah.
side, they celebrate us every day.
Mhm.
You know, so that's nice too.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that Angus, he's right here, was sharing with us. He was saying not long ago in a session that for them it's a celebration. It's a party when we go home. We're happy. It's like us graduating the hardest Harvard ever, the hardest school. And we've graduated and we're so
I'm
excited.
gonna line dance.
Oh, look at we got fireworks.
Yay! That's it.
That's
I'm already
cute.
practicing my moves. And then
That's
you have people
cute.
lined up in the tunnel and they're all going.
Yeah. That's
You guys did it.
awesome.
You did it.
Yeah. I love all the colors. Isn't it
Yeah,
pretty?
it's gorgeous.
That is adorable. Okay, this is the first time I noticed
What?
that tag has. Isn't that cute? Look,
They're hearts.
it's
Oh,
our
that's our
logo.
tag. I was going, that's so cute. I love that look.
It's our logo.
Oh my God, Tack, you're
That
great.
is cute. We
Let's
love it.
give Tack a round of applause,
Yes.
everybody. Good job.
Yes.
That was
We need some
awesome.
fireworks again, Tack, for you.
That's for
Oh,
Tack.
hearts. That's
Oh.
cute. All right, so let's see if we have any other questions here. Okay, so our
We
soul
don't.
tribe knew that answer. Yeah, bravo. So cute. All right, now, they know that they can fin it. They know how they appear to us. Yeah. Oh, here's one more question that came in. And we'd love to hear what you think, Soul Tribe. If we go home to the other side after this life is over and our loved one is in life.
I already talked about that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. So even when we're on the other
That's when
side.
I said we recognize each other soul to soul, that kind of thing.
Yes. If we can visit them.
Of course.
And
yeah.
we can.
We talked
So
about that earlier.
That was another question that Vera already got to. She's 2 steps ahead of me as usual.
I guess I should read this.
No, it's all good. Okay. So just as a reminder, please help us to share our Past Life and Angels by subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and liking and sharing and commenting. We really appreciate it. You earn your angel wings.
Exactly.
As if you haven't already, but still, we appreciate you.
Well, my Nana's name was Maria. My mom's name was Josie. My dad's name was Arthur.
And my grandma in the blue, her name was Johanna, and her father there is John. And he was a farmer, and grandma grew up on the farm, and my mom grew up on the farm, and I grew up on a farm, but it was a different one. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a poll, guys, and this is gonna be the poll. We're gonna do the poll. We're not doing the poll.
Well,
did the name come to you?
No.
Okay.
But
we're gonna do it. But we're gonna announce it at the end. No, we're not doing a poll.
No, I guess what we'll do.
No, we're going to talk about ghosties next. We have a few.
But we got to
ghost
let them know
stories.
what the poll's about.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, do we want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do a poll. And while everyone comments on it,
Mhm.
we're going to talk about ghosties. And then at the end of the show, we're going to add up what everybody thinks. And what we did was we collected so many great names for the Essie Angel that we have here. And now we collected all these names and we came up with the top three. And so we wanted to put those top three out and then let you all
Decide.
pick. Yes. So while you're talking, I'm going to get this poll going. Okay. Let's see. Oh, great. There's the
Perfect.
names. What shall our name be? Now, let's see. Add an option.
I love that one. I love that. Angel.
Okay. It's Grace.
That's how the wings look when they're starting to envelop us in their wings. That's what I really love about that one.
Me too. She's lovely. Saphira. What?
I was going, wait a minute. Why do they put such huge boobs on her?
And then we have
Oh, they're her arms.
Nevaeh.
Got it.
So we have
Beautiful.
Saphira and Nevaeh and Grace. Okay,
Nevaeh
we're starting
and Grace.
the poll and let's see what everybody thinks. Okay, so while everybody comments on what they would like the most, we are going to talk about ghosties. Yes. Okay. All right, Soul Tribe, we would love to know, are you afraid of ghosts? Because
you can always call on us.
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
There are a lot out there about ghosts. There's a lot of ghost hunting going on. You can find it all over the internet. And there's different shows that show a lot of different things happening. Some are very, very scary and creepy and eerie. And there's a lot of situations like you can see energy and orbs in prisons and places, estates that were used as a hospital.
Allie's not afraid of ghosts.
Not afraid.
Who's afraid of ghosts?
No.
How does it go?
The living, they terrify.
Oh, heck
no doubt.
My dad always told me that because I was afraid to go to the mortuary. And that's when he goes, don't be afraid of the dead. Be afraid of the living.
Yeah, there were so many good names. There were so many. It's really hard. But we're going to see what everybody picks. But yeah, so one of the things about ghosts, do they know that they're dead?
Not always.
Not always. A lot of times they're confused.
Yeah.
Like Earthbounds.
And maybe not even confused, but they feel they have a mission and they need to keep doing it. So they don't want to go back because they're needed here.
Yeah, because not always is it someone that died of a trauma death or that type of situation. I mean, I was pretty blown away to hear when you came up with you found this concept about how sometimes there are earthbounds because they are in their happy place or they feel like you just said they feel responsible. Like we were watching a show and it was a gal who died in this house and her husband remarried and the new wife that came in, she let this gorgeous estate just go. She didn't care about it because she didn't like
the lady.
Yeah, she didn't like the first wife. And I don't think she liked their children. Did they have children too? Yeah, she didn't like their children. So kind of reminds me of Cinderella, coming in and no. But this spirit, this woman, she stuck around the house because she wanted to protect it. She wanted to keep it as best as she could. And I believe, is she still there, isn't she?
Yeah, she doesn't
And
want to
she's
go.
still haunting it.
And she likes the man that was there because he restored it to just the way she had it. And he feels like he wants to go. He wants other people to enjoy this house. Uh, it's just too big for him now.
You guys,
Yeah.
it's like a palace. It's
It's
humongous.
gorgeous.
And he's just there
But
by
he just
himself.
feels like he can't. He feels like people don't want him to leave. Yeah.
Right.
And it's the lady of the house that
Yes.
doesn't want him to leave.
So Eric says, as a child, yes, I was afraid of ghosts, but with the amount of experience I've had.
Yeah.
Oh, he says, with the amount of experience I've had, no.
Oh.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
When I was little, I was afraid, like, because I used to have to go out to the, like, because we were on a farm. And so from the house, we had the barn. It was way back there. I don't know if it was an acre back there. And it was dark in there and lots of spiders and
That's what I do too, Lisa.
And I used to have to get the eggs. So at night when I would be running back in, I was always afraid somebody was chasing me. You know, you're scared of the dark kind of thing. But now I'm not scared.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend for people that if they feel that they have an energy in their house and they're scared of it, like if they're hearing knocks and bumps and so forth, what do you think, Soul Tribe, that we could say to them that would help them to not be afraid? One thing I do have to tell you, we have that situation happening in the house here.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun now that we have the philosophy that we have. It doesn't mean that it's a bad spirit. No. And I'm always asking you, aren't I, Vera? Vera, who is it? But do you want to share the experience you had this week of the smell that you were smelling?
Oh yeah, whenever I'd come into the kitchen, I kept smelling my mom's red soup. And then I talked to my niece and she was saying, she goes, that's just funny because this morning I started craving red soup. So that's like my mother's around, to let us know that she's still with us kind of thing. I swear I smelled it like she was just cooking it.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
And before that, for months, you were seeing that there was a woman that was in the house. That's why I'm wearing
her ring, just to honor her wedding ring. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. For today.
That's really special.
Allie. What I just say is my home is protected by God. Be gone. Only people from entities or energy from God is welcome here. That's it.
Exactly.
But what angel could we call on? If you can think off the top of your
head. Oh, I can. It's the guardian angel. See? And the thing that I love about the guardian angel, in fact, wouldn't you know it, I just happen to have my portfolio right here. Let me just dig it out underneath our computer stuff. Okay. Yeah. The guardian angel is incredible because we were all sent here with a guardian angel and more than one. And what is so amazing about them is that their function, literally their purpose, is to protect you from fear. Oh my gosh, you guys, we all know how much fear can be debilitating.
Oh yeah.
When I used to run from the barn up to the house when it was dark and I thought somebody was chasing me, you know what I used to do? I used to sing a song. It was Amen. I learned it in church.
Oh yeah.
But it made me feel kind of more protected. And I felt like this scary thing chasing me couldn't get me. So it's like, that is what our belief and our knowing, I'm sorry, I'm not showing you the guardian angel, can help to protect us from fear. Here he is, beautiful guardian angel. I have to bring him down because I forgot he's behind the ofrenda. But they are the ones that can shoot light into our minds to help us to not be afraid.
Yeah.
There's techniques that we can utilize that help us, whether it's a song, whether it's a prayer, whether it's crystals that we're wearing, whether it's just knowledge that we remember, or just thinking about our angels there protecting us.
Right.
Really, fear is far scarier than what reality could ever be. In other words, nobody was chasing me. But still, this is when we're laying in bed at night and guilt or negative energy starts to creep into our mind and we start feeling bad about ourselves or whatever. This is the angel you can visualize to help protect you with that light in here and around you.
Exactly. Yeah, Michael's a go-to for me too.
Yes.
So you want to read some of these
Yes.
from our
Yes.
from Chemo Puppy?
I do.
And Nana Rosebud, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are going to be sharing a couple of stories that we would love to hear your thoughts on of ghostly energy. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Kimo Puppy. Okay. Kimo Puppy says, Mother and I went, excuse me, if you didn't hear, Mother and I were living at my cousin's house after losing the family home. I was in the bathroom cleaning the rabbit cage in the tub and standing sideways to the door. Mom and I were the only two people in the place. And out of the corner of my left eye, I saw a dark, human-shaped object, but it didn't stick around. I ran into the TV room and Mom was watching her daily soap opera, and I told her what I saw. That night, my cousin came home and I told her. She said, "Oh, that would be my mother, and she won't show herself again. I'm sorry, she won't show herself to me because she knows I don't believe in that stuff." Well, that's funny that
And that
the
she said it
cousin
was,
yeah, the cousin
that, oh yeah, that's
said,
my mother, but I don't believe in that
yeah,
stuff.
that's interesting, isn't
Exactly.
it?
Yeah, this Nana's is a good one too.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Here we go. All right, this is a good one. Okay. Nana says, I had a spooky encounter. My daughter, Lisa, was a toddler, about 18 months old. And I was trying to potty train her. She asked for her cup. And I said, no, you have just had a full bottle of milk. And she looked at me strangely and toddled over to the refrigerator. She couldn't reach the handle, but managed to open it easily, actually. And then she took out a big bottle of cow's milk out of the fridge and she just poured it all over the floor.
Well, if I can't have one, nobody can.
Yeah. So I told her up. And then I bent down to clean it up. And there on the floor, in perfect letters only, and not a drop anywhere else, was the initial FPG. And those initials related to our dear friend who had died only days before.
That's so cool.
That is
Kids are
very
amazing.
cool. Aren't they though?
Yeah, they are.
It is so amazing because, you can get messages from your loved ones. We have, I have a family member that had, when their loved one passed away, they knew that they felt like they were in the room visiting and they didn't know that they passed away yet.
Yeah,
That happens.
it does a lot.
Just like Nana just explained in her story. And that's incredible. It's like they find a way to let us know we're there. And little children, like Vera just said, they are so
Close to the other side.
open.
Yeah.
And animals too.
Yes, especially.
So you might see your cat or your dog or your tortoise.
We got a tortoise.
Yes, we got a tortoise coming. I'm so happy. Well, anyway, but you'll see them watching, like there's nobody there when you look over. And
we need to name our tortoise too.
Yeah, that's going to be our next poll that we're going to do. Not today though, is that we're going to have to name our SC tortoise. So we'll share a picture when we get our tortoise.
What names did we pick?
All right, so if you haven't already said who you would like, you can go up to our poll and enter who you think, what name would be best for our SC angel. Let's scroll up, everyone. Oops, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Nope. We're going to click on this here. How do we do it? Okay, Safira, 50%.
Wow.
Nevaeh, 30%, and Grace, 20%. All right,
well,
let's
it's
see.
Safira.
It looks like it's Safira wins. All right, she's gorgeous. We love our Safira. Yay!
She has a name.
Yes, that's awesome.
So thank you, Maverick.
Yeah.
77.
For our beautiful Safira's name. So we're going to end the poll. Okay, great. Well, that was so much fun. And let's see here, Vera, was there anything else we're just excited. We're excited to be live with you today.
Yeah.
We miss you all. We're working on getting our spiritual space together, as you know, and like Vera said, we have a tortoise coming.
Yes.
Which is very, very fun. And yeah, so we're just working on Vera's health is getting better and better. And we're working on our space and looking forward to sharing more with you in the coming days. Holidays are already almost upon us. So
Oh my
we
God.
might even do a little something special.
It's Christmas.
I know. Once Thanksgiving rolls around.
Yeah.
So there we go. Sapphira, it is. Yes. All right. And we hope that you all enjoy the rest of this wonderful weekend,
Exactly.
celebrating your loved ones.
Thank you for
And
sharing all your stories.
yeah, we're celebrating you.
Wonderful.
And thank you for being a part of what we're doing here. We just love your energy. We love your questions. We love your thoughts, your experiences, the names that you've been sharing, just everything and your light.
Yeah,
So if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have a soul tribe.
that's true.
Yeah. It would be us and our selves.
That's it.
So we just appreciate you all so much. And we love you.
Go in peace.
We love you most. Right? Ellie's saying.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And have a wonderful day.
Exactly.
And Vera?
I already said it. Go in peace. I love you.
And journey with us.
There you go.